It's Bueller and Dodge, and back with Bellator 186 going down this Friday live on Spike TV. On the phone, former Bellator light heavyweight champion, Mr. Wonderful, Phil Davis. How are you doing today, man?
I'm doing very well. How are you?
We're awesome. We're tired from Halloween.
Yeah. So, what's the feeling going into this fight, man? It's going down at Penn State, where you went to college, you competed, you became a 4-time All-American.
Oh yeah. It's going to be exciting. It's going to be a hostile atmosphere for everyone who isn't from Penn State.
Do you feel the pressure to perform because this is your alma mater? This is where you're from?
Yeah, sure. There's a little bit of that, but at the same time, in order to be a good athlete, it's all about being a good performer and performing under the pressure. So, I'm ready.
So is this like this location being your alma mater? Was this something that you kind of wanted to do for a while now, and you're finally getting that opportunity?
Absolutely. I'm just glad that it's all taking shape the way it has, and finally back here in State College, ready to do this.
So I recently saw an interview, or maybe read one, where you talked about, have you been staying away from the sticky buns? Apparently coming back to the college, that was the biggest thing you missed.
I've been trying my best.
But have you been succeeding is the question.
That's the most that's the most honest answer I can give you. I've been trying my best.
Been trying.
All right. How many sticky buns have you had?
I'm thinking about going into like Sticky Anonymous,
It's all right, man. I ate a corn dog this morning, so.
Oh, there you go.
I know what it's like. I I was shamed. I was hiding in the back room eating a corn dog because it was available. So, speaking of going back to Penn State, you fought Rashad Evans back in 2012, and when you did the face-off, the weigh-ins, you wore your singlet as a throwback to your wrestling days. Are we going to see a return of that singlet by chance?
Oh, I hadn't thought of it. Maybe.
I mean, you got to have it on you, right? You carry it all around all the time?
Yeah, it is one of those things. You just always leave the house with it. You just can't leave out the house without it.
It's like being a superhero, right? The moment strikes, you got to jump into a phone booth, change into your singlet, and boom.
Yeah, phone booths are for losers. Yeah, real men just go behind a parked car. You know what I mean? That's how we get down. But yeah.
It's also how you end up on a list.
Yeah, it's also how you end up on a list, But
so you're fighting.
It's for the kids anyway. You know what I mean? You just got to do it.
I don't think that's what you want to say when talking about being on a list. You're fighting Leo Leite, who is 10-0, making his Bellator debut. What do you know about him? How are you preparing for him?
What was that? What do I think about him?
Yeah.
He's a tough cat. He's 10-0. Making his Bellator debut. It should be interesting. He's never been on the big stage, never going against the top guy. I remember that position. I remember what that feels like. He's going to come out swinging. He wants to prove that he belongs. So this is not going to be hey, can we come out and be friends and touch gloves and just do some warming up and feeling out. And he's coming out guns blazing, so it'll be fun.
So
it will be fun.
Are you thinking that your experience is going to outweigh his aggressiveness coming out?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Speaking about experience,
that's what I'm thinking.
The main event obviously has Ryan Bader going for his title, who you just recently lost to. Now, are you going to be in the back watching that fight, preparing for that title comeback after your fight?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, of course, anybody in my weight class, I just tend to watch no matter what league or whatever. I just like to watch guys and see what they do. See what's out there. But I'll be paying a little special attention to this turkey.
Now, obviously, you don't want to look past the fight that you have in front of you. But is Ryan Bader the next fight that you want?
Oh yeah, of course. I need that belt back. But he's also got to win his fight too.
True.
Let's just hope he's that guy at the end of the night.
Speaking of belts, you won the Bellator Light Heavyweight Grand Prix, and I know in the Grand Prix, and obviously in Pride and in Dream, and even in Strikeforce that Scott Coker heralded, they gave away like a special belt. Did you get anything specific for winning that Grand Prix? Did you get like a trophy, a big giant check like they used to do back in the day?
No, we didn't do the giant check, but I did get the the belt, and it was also a cool night. Normally, you get like, we always say, 2 checks are better than one, meaning you get one check to show, one check to win.
Right.
Yeah.
And having 2 fights in one night.
Yeah, you got 4, right?
I became 4 Check Phily.
Yeah.
Nice.
I got a new nickname out of it. You know what I'm saying? And that's always a watershed moment.
Four Check
Anytime
Phily.
that happens. One day you're just regular old Abram, and then next day you're Abraham. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I mean, speaking of nicknames, your nickname is Mr. Wonderful. It's named after your college cat. Did you have any other pets that could have ended up being a nickname before this 4 Check Philly one came along?
Not really. I had a dog named Bubba.
That's not a good nickname.
He was cool, but no. Yeah. I think, to this day, I think the neighbors poisoned my dog, man. I didn't know enough about dogs to know something happened with that, and it was weird. And the neighbors, I don't trust them.
What kind of dog was it?
It was a collie.
It was a collie.
Yeah.
Oh man, those are a-hole neighbors.
I'm telling you.
Never trust the neighbors. So now that we're past the Halloween, did you do anything last night? I mean, obviously you're getting ready to fight, so you're cutting weight and doing all that kind of stuff. Did you just kind of keep your door closed and your lights off and not give the neighbors candy since the neighbors are a-holes?
Man, yep. You see what I'm saying? If they'll do it to Bubba, they'll do it to me. You know what I'm saying? I didn't want them to poison me.
No.
So,
No.
Lights off. Goodbye, kids. Goodbye, children. I may or may not be on a list. No.
Yeah, let's say you didn't hand out broccoli or raisins like some of these people I saw.
No, you know what? We're up here in a hotel, and I just got a workout in and laid low and watched the Dodgers do their thing. So it was cool.
So now, obviously, watching the game. Now that it's all tied up, who do you got overall? I mean, there's one game left.
Well, I'm going to hurt some feelings living in Southern California if I really give my answer. But and you know what? And then some of my neighbors are going to get pissed off. And I still got to go home to Southern California. So let's just say I'll be watching the game and it will be fun, no matter who wins.
Well, I got the Dodgers in 7. Dodge, what do you got?
I got the Astros.
You got the Astros?
Yeah.
We're both Bay Area fans. He likes the A's. I like the Giants. So really we don't have a dog in this fight, but it'll be a good game regardless. And then, of course, we've had you on the show before. And have we asked him the question?
I believe we have, yeah.
Do you recall if the last time we had you on? Of course you don't, because you do a million of these interviews. But we asked you a question about who would win in a fight between a pterodactyl that poops chainsaws and a bear that has machine guns for hands and feet.
Ooh, pterodactyl.
Taking the pterodactyl?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I like it. Now we have to go back and check your other answer to see if you're consistent.
See how consistent I am?
Yeah. All right, so it's going down this Friday. It's Bellator 186 live on Spike TV. Phil, Mr. Wonderful Davis, thank you so much for being on the show.
That's 4 Check Philly.
Oh, sorry, 4 Check Philly. You could have taped all 4 of those together and made one big check.
That's true. That's true. I could do that.
Well, hey, man, best of luck to you this weekend, and thank you so much for being on the show.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it.